After years of whispers and unconfirmed rumors, Brad Pitt has finally broken his silence about his past with Jennifer Aniston, leaving fans on the edge of their seats. In a shocking twist, he revealed the real reason behind their split, something no one saw coming. But the surprises did not stop there. Brad also hinted at a mysterious connection that still exists between them, sparking speculation about a possible reunion. What truth did Brad reveal about Jennifer? And is there still something between them? Stay tuned to uncover the unexpected truth in his most candid confession yet. Brad Pitt's journey through love. Brad Pitt's love life has been nothing short of a wild ride, starting way back in the late 80s and early 90s when he was the fresh new heartthrob in Hollywood. His first fling was with Robin Givens, his co-star from Head of the Class, followed by a short romance with Jill Schoelen on the set of Cutting Class. Then came Juliette Lewis, whom he met while filming Too Young to Die. Their relationship stirred up a bit of controversy, as Brad was 27 and Juliette was just 17, causing quite the buzz. But these early romances, much like the 90s fashion trends, were fun while they lasted, but ultimately faded from memory. The real spark, however, ignited in 1994 when Brad met Gwyneth Paltrow on the set of Seven. Brad fell hard and fast, so much so that he later admitted to Rolling Stone in 1997 that he was practically speechless around her. "I couldn't even speak," he confessed, recalling how smitten he was. Gwyneth, on the other hand, didn't quite pick up on Brad's intense feelings right away, later admitting she hadn't realized just how enamored he was. But it wasn't long before she, too, fell for his charm, and the two launched into a passionate and high-profile romance that had fans hooked. By April 19, 1995, Brad and Gwyneth were the it couple, stealing the spotlight at red carpet events like the Legends of the Fall after party in London. By 1996, while Brad was filming 7 Years in Tibet in Argentina, Gwyneth joined him for an entire month, during which he proposed to her. She returned to the United States wearing an engagement ring, and Brad even introduced her to his parents over a family dinner at none other than Red Lobster, a moment that couldn't have been more quintessentially American. Brad was elated, telling Rolling Stone, "I can't wait to wear the ring, kiss the bride, the whole shebang. Marriage is incredible, and I'm only doing it once." Yet, as fate would have it, that promise didn't hold up, and Brad's love story continued to evolve in surprising ways. Love story with Jennifer Aniston. Brad Pitt and Jennifer Aniston's journey began in the mid-90s when their managers introduced them, both stars navigating their own high-profile relationships at the time. Not long after, fate brought them both back into the dating scene. Pitt, following his high-profile split from Gwyneth Paltrow, and Aniston after ending her first major celebrity relationship with Tate Donovan. By then, Aniston's career was reaching new heights thanks to her role on Friends, and Pitt was Hollywood's leading man. Sparks ignited immediately. Recalling their first night together, Aniston later shared with Diane Sawyer, "That was a really easy evening. It was really fun." For a few months, they kept their romance under wraps, until making it official on the 1999 Emmy Awards red carpet, stepping confidently into the limelight as Hollywood's latest power couple. Their romance reached a new height just a few months later during a Sting concert at New York City's Beacon Theater. On stage, Aniston revealed a breathtaking engagement ring, a unique diamond and platinum piece custom designed by Italian jeweler Silvia Damiani, a project Pitt reportedly spent 7 months perfecting. In July 2000, their love story culminated in a grand wedding at a Malibu estate, surrounded by 200 close friends, family, and co-stars. In a display of genuine love and humor, Aniston vowed to make Brad his favorite banana milkshake, while Pitt earned laughs with his promise to compromise on the thermostat settings. This memorable wedding sealed their place as Hollywood's beloved couple, giving fans a glimpse of what seemed like the perfect fairy tale ending. The newlyweds dazzled as a married couple at the 2000 Emmy Awards, cementing their couple status. Then came one of Friends' most iconic moments, Pitt's cameo as Will Colbert in the Thanksgiving episode, The One with the Rumor, where he played a high school friend with a long-standing grudge against Rachel Green. Aniston later admitted this was one of her all-time favorite guest appearances, joking, "Mr. Pitt was wonderful." In 2002, they took things up a notch by co-founding Plan B Entertainment with producer Brad Gray, which quickly became a Hollywood heavyweight. Brad and Jen were living the dream, known as Hollywood's golden couple, for their style, charm, and down-to-earth appeal. If you admire this couple's love story, give us a like and drop a Brad Pitt and Jennifer in the comments to let us know. Jennifer and Brad's baby. For a time, Brad Pitt and Jennifer Aniston ruled Hollywood, their every move adored by fans who eagerly awaited the next chapter, starting a family. The media buzzed with baby rumors, which Aniston leaned into, sharing her own vision. "I always thought 2 or 3 children would be perfect." Pitt, however, had even bigger dreams, with Aniston revealing, "Brad, he's aiming for 7. He loves the idea of a huge family." Though they seemed like a fairy tale couple, Aniston occasionally hinted that life with her best friend wasn't all red carpets and glitz, allowing glimpses of the real challenges within their marriage. In a candid interview with The Guardian, Aniston opened up about her readiness for motherhood. "It's time. It's time," she expressed. "You know, I think you can work with a baby. I think you can work pregnant. I think you can do it all. So I'm truly looking forward to slowing down." By 2003, the couple appeared to settle into a comfortable rhythm, but Aniston's perspective on marriage remained realistic. Speaking with W Magazine, she acknowledged, "Well, we have discussions. I am not a fan of screaming matches. I like accomplishing something." She added that any couple who claimed they never argued must be hiding something, offering a raw look into their partnership and its challenges. During this interview, the reporter boldly labeled Pitt as the love of Aniston's life. Her response was thoughtful and nuanced. "Is he the love of my life? I mean, I don't know. I've never been one to say, 'He's the love of my life,'" she reflected. "But he's certainly a big love in my life. And in all this chaos, it's nice to have someone who's anchored and really knows you." Her candid words hinted at a complex relationship, grounded yet imperfect, far from the idealized romance fans assumed. This interview would later take on new meaning as their relationship unraveled. Years afterward, in a Vogue interview, Aniston would look back, describing the time as uncool, a single word that perfectly encapsulated the whirlwind that was about to ensue. Broken marriage. In early 2005, Brad Pitt and Jennifer Aniston's seemingly perfect love story reached its final chapter. After a New Year's trip to Anguilla with friends Courtney Cox and David Arquette, the couple returned to Los Angeles with a heartbreaking announcement: they were separating. In a carefully crafted statement, they reassured the public that their split was not due to scandal or infidelity, despite months of swirling rumors. "After 7 years together, we have decided to formally separate," the statement read. While rumors had already begun after Aniston was spotted without her wedding ring, their Caribbean getaway had momentarily quelled speculations. But in retrospect, it was clear this vacation was a final attempt to reconcile before closing the door on their marriage. Despite their efforts to keep things private and amicable, the media frenzy was relentless, and fans were crushed. The end of Brad and Jen felt like the end of a Hollywood era. Just 2 months after their announcement, Aniston officially filed for divorce in Los Angeles Superior Court, citing irreconcilable differences. In her petition, she also requested to revert her name from Jennifer Pitt back to Jennifer Aniston, symbolizing the start of a new chapter in her life. As their divorce progressed, the media spotlight intensified, especially around Pitt's growing connection with his Mr. and Mrs. Smith co-star, Angelina Jolie. Although both Pitt and Jolie initially denied any romance during filming, the truth began to surface just a month after Aniston filed for divorce. By April 2005, rumors turned to reality, fueling a media spectacle that transformed Brad and Jen's split into one of Hollywood's most unforgettable breakups. Do you think Angelina Jolie was the reason behind Brad Pitt and Jennifer's marriage ending? Or if you've experienced a broken marriage yourself, share your thoughts in the comments below. Brangelina takes center stage. In April 2005, Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie made headlines as they were photographed on a Kenyan beach, playing with Jolie's son Maddox, creating the image of a newfound family. This tender moment marked a drastic shift in the narrative, with Pitt embracing a life alongside Jolie. Only days after this, Jolie adopted a 6-month-old girl, Zahara, from Ethiopia, with Pitt present, signaling their commitment to one another. By July, their relationship reached a new level of public fascination when they appeared in a W magazine feature titled Domestic Bliss, portraying a picture-perfect family. This staged shoot only intensified the media frenzy, cementing Brad and Angelina, or Brangelina as they were now known, as Hollywood's latest obsession. Throughout 2005, the world couldn't get enough of Brangelina's growing bond and blended family. Despite the scandalous beginning of their romance, both Pitt and Aniston clarified repeatedly that Pitt's relationship with Jolie wasn't the reason for their divorce, emphasizing that their split came after thoughtful reflection. They expressed that they would remain close friends, committed to one another's happiness, but recognized they were headed in different directions. Meanwhile, Brad and Angelina's romance continued to flourish, captivating the public's attention with their humanitarian efforts and their undeniable chemistry. The public's fascination with the drama remained high even after Aniston and Pitt's divorce was finalized in October 2005, formally ending their 7-year relationship. Pitt became the sole owner of their production company, Plan B Entertainment, marking a symbolic close to both their personal and professional ties. In a move that stunned fans, Jolie soon announced that she was expecting Pitt's child, making their relationship official. Both later admitted they had fallen in love during the filming of Mr. and Mrs. Smith, a revelation that left Aniston's fans feeling betrayed. To them, Brad and Angelina's previous denials of romance during filming now seemed misleading, forever casting a shadow over the beloved Pitt-Aniston era. Life after divorce. 2 years after their very public split, Brad Pitt spoke candidly with V magazine, sharing reflections on his past with Jennifer Aniston. Despite the distance time had created, Pitt revealed that he and Aniston remained close, explaining that their years together had forged an enduring bond. "We have a lot of life together that isn't wiped away in any way," Pitt shared, emphasizing the significance of their history. Reflecting on their separation, he explained that unlike a business transaction, relationships involve a deeper, unmanageable connection. In a philosophical tone, he added, "No one knows how many days we have left on Earth, but you need your life to be everything it needs to be," hinting at his shift toward embracing the present and moving forward with acceptance. While Pitt seemed to take a reflective approach, Aniston's post-divorce journey leaned into growth and self-care. She found strength through therapy, openly discussing how it helped her process the emotional toll of divorce, heal, and remain hopeful about the future. Her resilience contrasted with Pitt's contemplative, almost detached perspective. However, their story took a complex turn 6 years after their split, when Pitt's interview with Parade magazine sparked new controversy. In his conversation with journalist Dotson Rader, Pitt reflected on his life during his marriage to Aniston, admitting, "It became very clear to me that I was intent on trying to find a movie about an interesting life, but I wasn't living an interesting life myself. I think my marriage to Aniston had something to do with it. I was trying to pretend the marriage was something that it wasn't." The comments ignited a backlash from fans and media alike, interpreting his remarks as a critique of Aniston and their marriage. Responding to the criticism, Pitt clarified his intentions, expressing regret over how his words had been interpreted. "It grieves me that this was interpreted this way," he explained, stressing that his words were not meant to imply Aniston was dull. Instead, he admitted, "Jen is an incredibly giving, loving, and hilarious woman who remains my friend. The point I was trying to make wasn't that Jen was dull, but that I was becoming dull to myself. And that's something I take full responsibility for." Despite his efforts to clarify, Pitt's remarks stirred further controversy, especially as he continued to publicly celebrate his life with Angelina Jolie, leaving fans with mixed feelings about his reflections on his past with Aniston. The next part will surprise you even more. Share this video with your friends, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you won't miss out on the exciting things coming up. Marriage with Angelina Jolie. In his parade interview, Brad Pitt expressed a newfound sense of fulfillment, contrasting his past with his life alongside Angelina Jolie. "I put much more emphasis on being a satisfied man now," he reflected. "I'm satisfied with making true choices, finding the woman I love, Angie, and building a family I love so much. A family is a risky venture because the greater the love, the greater the loss. But that's the trade-off. And I'll take it all." Pitt spoke with deep admiration for Jolie, calling her the greatest gift he had ever received. He felt his decision to make her the mother of his children was among his smartest. To many, this seemed like the final chapter in the Brad-Jen saga, a clear sign that he had fully moved on and found happiness with Jolie. A year later, after 7 years together and with a growing family of 6 children, Brad and Angelina announced their engagement. Their bond seemed unbreakable, and by August 14, 2014, they were legally married in California, followed by a private wedding ceremony on August 23 at their Chateau Miraval estate in France. Surrounded by close family and friends, the intimate ceremony was filled with warmth, with their children playing important roles. Pitt's earlier declarations of love for Jolie seem to have reached their pinnacle, with their life together celebrated in a heartfelt and personal wedding. However, just 2 years later, their seemingly perfect marriage took a sudden turn. In September 2016, Jolie filed for divorce, citing irreconcilable differences, the same grounds Aniston had used years earlier in her split from Pitt. The abrupt end to Pitt and Jolie's union left many wondering, had Brad's feelings shifted, or was there a deeper, unresolved complexity within their relationship? Despite the years of shared devotion, the chapter closed as unexpectedly as it had begun, marking yet another twist in Pitt's complex journey of love and family. Meanwhile, Jennifer Aniston had moved on, leaving the shadow of her past with Pitt behind. In August 2012, she got engaged to actor Justin Theroux, known for his role in Mulholland Drive. 3 years later, they tied the knot in a surprise ceremony at their Bel Air home with 70 close friends and family. For Pitt, this meant any chance of rekindling things with his former wife was out of the question, as both he and Aniston were on entirely different paths. Legal battles. While details surrounding Brad Pitt and Jennifer Aniston's split remained private, the dissolution of Pitt's marriage to Angelina Jolie unfolded in a far more public arena. Jolie filed for divorce on September 19, 2016, sparking a prolonged and intense custody battle over their 6 children. Initially, Jolie was granted full custody, with Pitt given visitation rights. For more than 4 years, the former couple struggled to reach a resolution until May 20, 2021, when a judge awarded Pitt joint custody, a decision Pitt fought hard to achieve. However, his victory was short-lived as Los Angeles Superior Court Judge John W. Ouderkirk was later removed from the case due to concerns about impartiality, reinstating the 2018 custody terms which granted Jolie primary physical custody. The custody dispute took a darker turn when Jolie filed a cross-complaint, citing a 2016 incident on a private plane as a catalyst in their marital breakdown. Jolie claimed that Pitt displayed violent and aggressive behavior during the flight from France to California, alleging he choked one of their children, struck another, grabbed her by the head, and poured beer on her and wine on their children. Pitt's lawyer, Ann Kiley, responded, noting that while Pitt had taken responsibility for his past, he refuted the recent accusations. This incident added further strain to an already challenging custody and legal battle that seemed to have no end in sight. Beyond custody, disputes over the Chateau Miraval winery they co-owned became another contentious issue. Known for its highly regarded rose, the winery emerged as a major point of legal contention when Pitt sued Jolie, accusing her of selling her stake to Tenute del Mondo, a subsidiary of the Stoli Group, without his consent. Pitt claimed they had agreed neither would sell without mutual approval. In her countersuit, Jolie revealed her discomfort with the winery's association with alcohol, particularly given Pitt's well-known struggles with alcohol abuse. Pitt had openly discussed his commitment to sobriety, joining Alcoholics Anonymous after their split in 2019. The Miraval lawsuit, coupled with custody disputes, illustrated the complex and often painful aftermath of the Brangelina era, as both Pitt and Jolie navigated the end of their once iconic relationship. Divorces with so many legal battles can be exhausting, right? Have you ever gone through disputes during a divorce? Brad Pitt's journey through family strain. The ongoing legal and personal battles between Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie have left a lasting impact on their family, with their adopted daughter Zahara, now going by Zahara Jolie, choosing to drop Pitt's last name. Another adopted son, Pax Jolie Pitt, has also shown signs of distancing from Pitt, further complicating family dynamics. In 2020, headlines were set ablaze when a private Father's Day message from Pax leaked on social media, revealing resentment towards Pitt. In the post, Pax expressed anger and accused Pitt of making family life constant hell, writing, "Happy Father's Day to this world-class asshole. Time and time again, you prove yourself to be a terrible and despicable person. You have no consideration or empathy for your 4 youngest children, who tremble in fear when in your presence." Since the 2016 plane incident, Jolie has frequently been seen with their children in public, while Pitt has noticeably stayed out of the spotlight with them. Despite these personal struggles, Pitt has remained focused on his career. Since 2016, he's starred in several films, launched a cosmetics line called Le Domaine in 2022, and debuted the Gardner Gin in 2023, expanding his ventures. Meanwhile, rumors of a potential reunion with Jennifer Aniston surfaced as fans noticed Pitt's presence at Aniston's 50th birthday party alongside stars like George Clooney and Reese Witherspoon. Their warm backstage moment at the 2020 SAG Awards went viral, sparking renewed speculation of a rekindled romance. Later that year, they joined forces for a playful virtual table read of Fast Times at Ridgemont High, fueling the hope for a reunion. When asked about the rumors, Pitt laughed them off with a simple, "Oh my God." But he took the opportunity to praise Aniston as a good friend, admiring her talent and professionalism, subtly confirming their supportive friendship without any rekindled romance. Ultimately, speculation about a Pitt-Aniston reunion fizzled, especially as news of Pitt's relationship with jewelry designer Inez de Ramon surfaced. With a focus on his career and personal growth, Pitt seems intent on moving forward. However, his ongoing legal battles with Jolie remain unresolved, leaving the future of their family dynamic uncertain. Do you hope Brad Pitt and Jennifer will get back together? Let us know in the comments. Don't hold back on your thoughts, share them, and you just might receive some good luck. Alright, that's it for today's video. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel to get notifications for the latest videos of the day. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.